Hello friends, I hope you are doing great. Once again, you are most welcome in my YouTube channel Wired Loop Robotic and Automation. Today we are going to develop device driver to measure the frequency by using input capture timer with STM32F4 Nucleo board. So let us get started step by step. This is my previous project code. So I will create here new project, go to project, new microvision project, and go to back and create here new folder. Okay, and create here project name. So okay, save. First of all, I will select here controller STM32F411RE and select here and OK. I will select here SimSys core and device startup and OK. Okay, this is our project. Edit this, expand this, edit this. Okay, I will add here main.c file. Select C file and main. Okay. So right now, first of all, I will go to target option and select here 16 megahertz clock frequency and compiler version 5 and debug. Select here STLink debugger and go to settings and here select reset and run. Okay, I think now everything is correct. Okay, then okay. First of all, I will include controller header file has include stm32f4xx.h. Now I will create here main function in main void. Okay, I am going to develop device driver to measure the input frequency. Okay, so first of all, we have to generate frequency. So I will create a new function to generate the frequency, right? So it is void frequency generate. Okay, okay, I will copy this and I will paste here as a prototype, right? So to generate the frequency, I will use PA5 number pin, right? I have already explained these things how to generate frequency. So if you have not watched that video, so click on I button and watch first. Okay, so first of all, I will enable the clock source for port A because I am using PA5. So RCC AHB1 ENR registers and it will be one left shifted by 0, right? Because we have to set 0 bit because 0 bit is dedicated for port A and GPIO A mode resistors mode R. We have to select here alternate function mode. So I will explain you. I will go to reference manual and I will go to 149 number page. See, I am going to use timer 2 to generate the frequency. So it will be a F1. Okay, so go to GPIO registers and go to mode registers. Okay, see, for the alternate function mode it will be 1 0, right? Because of I am using PA5, so we will consider 11th and 10th number bit. So it will be 1 0, means 11th bit will be 1 and 10th bit will be 0. So we have to set 11th number bit, right? Here 1 left shifted by 11. Okay, now GPIO A, and we will select AFR registers. Because of it is 5th number bit, so it will be low, and again go to AFR registers. This is AFR registers. I am using here PA5, means 5th bit, so we will consider this bit 20 to 23, and in case of AF1 it will be 0 0 0 1. Okay, so 0 0 0 1, only 20th number bit will be set. Okay, 1 left shifted by 20, right? Now we will enable the clock source for timer 2. So RCC, timer 2 is connected on APB1 bus. So APB1 ENR. Now we will go to APB1 ENR bus. I think we have to go to RCC registers. Okay, and here is APB1 ENR. Okay, APB enable registers, right? So you can see 0th number bit is timer 2, so we have to enable this bit to enable clock source for timer 2, right? So it is 1 left shifted by 0, right? Now we will set prescaler timer 2 PSC. I have already explained you, and I will again explain. Because of clock frequency is 16 megahertz, so it means program will be executed 16 million cycle in 1 second, right? So 1600, okay, 16000 minus 1. I will explain you how it is 16 million. Okay, because of clock frequency is 16 megahertz, so it is 16 million divided by this, what I have write here. Okay, it is 16,000, right? Then answer will be 1000, right? And now ARR registers. So timer 2 ARR, I will pass here 1000 minus 1. Okay, because of I want 1 hertz frequency, so it means this is 1000 upon this 1000, so it will be 1 hertz. If I want 10 hertz frequency, so it will be 100. Okay, so this is 1000 upon 100, so it will be 10 hertz. Okay, so it will produce 10 hertz frequency, right? I hope it is clear. And now I will go to CCMR registers. Okay, so time 2 CCMR1 registers. Okay, and here this is CCMR1 register. CCMR1 is nothing, this is capture compare mode register 1. Okay, for the output we have to manipulate this bit. So 4 5 6, you can see here, this is for output compare 1 mode. So we will use this force active level. Okay, so it is 101, it means fourth bit will be 1, fifth bit is 0 and sixth bit is 1. In decimal form it will be 3 left shifted by 4. It start from fourth bit. Okay, so 3 left shifted by 4. Okay, now we will go to CCER register. So timer 2 CCER. This is CCER capture compare enable register. In CCER register we have to enable, so here we will configure channel as a output. So it will be 1 signal is output on corresponding output pin. Okay, because of I want output on the pin, this is PA5 pin, so I will use 1. Okay, 1 left shifted by 0 because 0th bit is 1. And first, before it, we will reset output buffer. Timer 2 CCR1 0. Okay, and now we will go to counter register. So only I will reset counter register buffer. So timer 2 CNT it is 0. Okay, we will enable counter. So timer 2 CR1 control register 1 left shifted by 0. I will show you. Go to CR1 register, counter enable. Okay, you can see here for 0th bit. To enable the counter, 0th bit will be set. Okay, this is correct. So frequency generate function is ready. I will call this function in main loop. Okay, now I will build this code. Okay, and now upload. You can see this LED is blinking with 10 Hz frequency. So it means, so we have generated this frequency. Now we are going to measure this frequency. Okay, so we will create here new function. It is wide frequency measure. Okay, I will copy and paste here as a prototype function, right? We are using PA5 pin and timer 2 channel 1, and here we are going to use PA6 pin, timer 3 and channel 1, right? So we have to enable clock source for port A, RCC, AHB1 NR resistors, one left shifted by 0, right? And GPIO A, mode resistors, mode R. We will use here as alternate function. So again go to reference manual, and this is mode resistor. Because of I am using PA6, so 12 and 13 number pins are dedicated for 6th number bit. So it will be 10 for the alternate function mode. So 13 number bit will be 1 and remaining bit will be 0. So 1 left shifted by 13, right? And we will go to AFR registers, GPIO AFR. It will be 0 index because it is alternative function low register equal to. So we will go to AFR register. Okay, so first of all we have to know this is AF2 or AF1. So again go to 149 number page. Here because of I am using timer 3, so it will be AF2. Okay, so in case of AF2 it will be 0010 because of I am using 6th number bit. So 24, 25, 26 and 27th number bit are dedicated for PA6. Okay, so it will be 0010 means 0010. It means 25 number bit will be set. Okay, so 1 left shifted by 25, right? Now we have to enable clock source for timer 3 RCC, and timer 3 is connected to APB1 ENR register. So APB1 ENR, we will go there, APB1 ENR. Okay, so for the timer 3 we have to set first number bit. Okay, so here it is 1 left shifted by 1, right? Now again we will set prescaler for input. So timer 3 PSC, this is 16,000 minus 1. Okay, because of again 16 million divided by 16,000, so its resolution is 1000 millisecond, right? And now we will go to CCMR1 registers again. So timer 3 CCMR1 register. So for the input mode means capture mode, 0th bit will be 1. I will show you. We are going to configure as a input, so it is 01. So 0th bit is 1, so 0th bit will be 1. So type here 1 left shifted by 0, right? And again we will go to CCMR1 register. So timer 3 now again go to input capture mode. This time we have to set filter, so we are going to use this one. So it is 0100 0100. 6th number bit is set, 1 left shifted by 6. Okay, and now we will go to CCER register. Timer 3 CCER, yeah, this is capture compare enable register. Okay, so in CCER register we have to set first number bit and zeroth number bit and first number bit and third number bit. We will show how it is. For the input, so we have to enable capture, and we are going to use inverted falling edge. So first number bit is 0, first number bit is 1 and zeroth number bit is already 1, and we will left second number bit is 0 and third number bit will be 1 again, because we are going to use channel configured as a input, right? So it means 1 0 1 1. So if it is 1 0 1 1, so in decimal form it will be 11. Okay, 1 left shifted by 11. No, sorry, 11 left shifted by 0, right? And finally we will go to control register, timer 3, CR1, for the input we will enable counter again. So it is 1 left shifted by 0, right? This function is ready. Now we will call this function in main loop. Okay, and I will use while loop. It will be infinite. And again while loop. I will check here. It will wait here until age is captured. Okay, so if frequency is captured, means age is captured, then it will move forward another line, right? So timer 3, and we will check status register, second bit, right? Now we will create here variable. So we will create here 4 variable: int, period, float, this is frequency, and again int, last value is 0, int, current value is by default 0. Okay, here we will read CCR1 register, timer 3, CCR1 register, and we will store its value in current value variable, right? Now we will calculate period. So period equal to current value minus last value, current value minus last value, and we will assign last value is current value. Okay, now we will calculate frequency. Will be 1000.0 f because it is float divided by period. Why it is 1000? Because of its resolution. I use here 16,000. Okay, so now code is ready. Okay, it seems so good. Now I will build. There is 0 errors and 3 warnings, so we can ignore this error, sorry, warnings, not error. We cannot ignore errors, only we can ignore warning. Okay, now I will load this code. Okay, what happened? Code has been loaded but LED is not blinking. Why? Here it is OR. Okay, now again I will build and load. Okay, you can see LED is blinking, and now I will sort PA5 pin with PA6. Okay, this is jumper wire. I have sort with jumper wire, and now I will debug. And click on frequency, right click, add to watch 1 and click on run. Okay, why it is infinite? Is there any mistakes? Let me check once again. Sorry, this is not CCM-R1 register. This is CC-R1 register. Okay. Okay, I think now it is correct. Again build, load and debug. Run. Wow, you can see this is frequency is 10 hertz. Okay, now we can change this frequency. I will change output frequency. This is 1 hertz, right? So I will use here 50 and build and load. You can see LED blinking is fast, and debug, run. Wow, you can see frequency is 20 hertz, right? So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really like this video, so you can support me on PayPal. My PayPal account has given in description box. And please, if you have any doubt, so let me know in comment box. And please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.